What's going on, team? What's going on, team? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone is ready to start off the new trading week, man. So I did everything correctly. I think we're good. Alright. So as always, you guys know I'm gonna be going through these pairs one by one real quick. See what's left for us, what already made the move. And then we'll go on from there. So AU, we know we're still trading higher high, higher low, higher high. At the higher high, price was giving us a zone of consolidation, right? Where price is rejecting these highs and price is rejecting these lows, right? At this moment, am I going to be taking a trade? No. We're in a zone of consolidation. Price is already at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. So AU, until I don't start seeing lower lows and lower highs, we're not going to trade them, man. It's that simple. Zones of consolidation, no trade zone for me. AUD CAD, we had to update this. It ended up giving us another day of rise. Perfect. After 3 days of rise, the market must go down or move sideways. Let's take a look at the daily time frame real quick. What is price doing? Moving sideways. Ain't shit. Right, 4-hour time frame. What are we doing? Moving sideways. Right? Could be a nice little 4-hour engulfing candle. We got 55 minutes for the candle to close. Then in the 1 hour, it's just the same thing as a 30. We know that we were consolidating. We got a break. We got a retest. We have higher high, and at this higher high, price is just moving sideways, still making higher lows, but technicality, we are still in a zone of consolidation. I was trying to see if any time frame had any engulfing candles, which we didn't have any. We have one here in the 30, but this one is already invalidated. And again, looking for your entry criterias in a zone of consolidation, not good, right? Why? What is a zone of consolidation? Again, it's an area in the market where the market makers are trapping traders. They're inducing traders. They're collecting contracts, right? So that's the reason why you always see in a zone of consolidation, oh, there's an order block. Oh, SMC, SRC, CRV, Jaguar S-type, whatever it is that you guys trade, right? Why do you think you always see an entry criteria in a zone of consolidation and it always invalidates it? 9 out of 10 times price goes straight to stop loss, right? So understanding that you're in a zone of consolidation and just letting price go is gonna save you a lot of money. Lot of money. Alright, so AJ, from what we were talking about on Sunday, we wanted to see a change of character and we wanted to see the break, right? We know that we had the 800 EMA, which price definitely tapped into and went right back to the top side, right? So let's take a step back. Oh, once again, why did price disrespect it? Oh, but it gave you a break, it gave you a change. Why didn't it go lower? Again, what are we trading? Higher high, higher low, higher high. This push down to the bottom that we were looking for, we were just looking for a pullback. And unfortunately, price already gave us the pullback, higher low, before giving us an entry on the lower time frame. And that's okay. We're still uptrending. So again, understanding the fact that we're in an uptrend, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. That's the reason why price didn't continue that push to the bottom. It already gave you the pullback. After the pullback, it's going to give you the trend. And there was a few people who messaged me about AJ. So, gotta be careful with AJ, man. Not even with just AJ. Gotta look for the structure. If you're trading against the structure, you already know you're putting yourself in a very bad situation. AJ at this moment is very similar to GJ, right? And the UJ pairs, the JPY pairs. This is gonna be one I'm not gonna be trading just yet. Right, but I turned this one on because there's a few people talking about it. EA, we're still in the zone of consolidation. We're gonna skip over that. ECAD, still consolidating. We're gonna skip over this and just let price do what it has to do, man. I'm not gonna force any trades, especially not on a Monday. Usually Mondays I don't even really look at the charts. I let price do what it gotta do, but I'll say, you know what? We'll turn the stream on. We'll talk about this. EU, what is price doing? In a zone of consolidation. Just moving sideways. What is there to trade? Right? My feelings maybe. Right? I have a feeling that price is gonna go somewhere, right? I'll take the trade because I have a feeling. I have a gut feeling that price is gonna do me good today. We're in a zone of consolidation. What are we gonna trade? Right? Our hopes and prayers is what we're gonna trade today. I prayed today, so I'm gonna take a trade because God got me. Alright. Good luck. GA, we're in peak high territory, so I'm not trading this. GCAD. Good morning, my brother. You just woke up? I did just wake up. Yes, sir. I woke up at the normal time, 6 o'clock. Looked at the charts. I didn't see nothing. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And that's exactly what I did. GCAD, go to the daily time frame. Right, we're level 3, still on an uptrend. Higher high on daily time frame failed to give us a higher high, failed to give us a valid break, but it gave us a pullback. Right, we know that we want to see price continue the trend. Do we have any engulfing candles? Nothing on the 4, nothing on the daily, nothing on the 1 hour. On the 30-minute, price gave us the change, it gave us a break, and it just continued the trend. It hasn't given us a pullback just yet. STP for the day has been hit already as well. Let's take a look. 95 minus 33% is 63 pips, and we did what, 64? I think we just hit it. Yeah. So STP for GCAD's already done. GJ, what is GJ doing? Moving sideways. Alright, so you already know GJ, I'm not going to trade it today. Letting price do what it has to do. GU. It's another one. Do we say that this is higher high, higher low, higher high, or is all of this part of the same structure? And I think that's what we're gonna do. Everything that you see here is part of the same trend. All of this is part of the same uptrend. Price is giving us a push down to the bottom. Let's redraw this. Right, we know that we're stuck in this little zone of consolidation and price is pushing down. For NU, so gonna be patient. Again, as you guys can see, almost every single pair is doing the same exact thing. Either consolidating or already hit STP. Or they're moving counter trends. Alright, let's skip over US30 real quick. Let's see if there's anything left here. So USD CAD already hit STP, so we're done with this and it's pushing up. USDZR should be doing the same thing. Still pushing up, but we know that we're still stuck in the zone consolidation. So gonna skip over. Gold already hit ADR for the day, so gold's already done. Bitcoin already hit ADR for the day as well, so this is already done. This is doing exactly what it needs to do, man. Bitcoin is looking good, right? And then oil already hit STP for the day as well. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right? This is a very tough one to mark up, right? Because we're just gonna have to say this is lower low, lower high, and then this is all lower lows down here. From here to here, this is all lower lows. What's this? The break of the bottom of the zone of consolidation. I got a testing candle on the daily. On the 4-hour, we got testing candles. We got no breaks. Alright, it's all good. And then 30-minute time frame. We know we're trading lower low, lower high. Alright, and this is the lower low. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's no trades for today. US 30, let's take a look, see if there's anything that we could really look at. You know, again, this is a lot of these pairs, guys. It's very simple, right? If for the breakout traders who were trading this on Thursday, you thought this was going to be a simple break and a retest to continue, and you went straight to stop loss, right? You thought, oh, that was just a fake breakout. You know, it finally broke the bottom. Boom, you got the breakout, the retest. If you thought price was going to continue, what did it do? It continued back to the top side and straight to stop loss, right? So again, understanding the fact that we're in a zone of consolidation, understanding the fact that we're inside of peak high territory, right? And again, why am I saying this? Because there's rules to the market. This isn't something that I made up. This isn't something that I woke up today and you know what, I decided to say this. No, these are rules in the market. Peak high territory, zones of consolidation, peak low territory, right? The highest point in the market, the lowest point in the market, or in a zone of consolidation. The market makers are reacting the same way. They're trapping traders, inducing you guys to get into a trade, giving you fake confirmations to induce you to get into a trade so they could hunt for stop losses. Understanding that you could go back and back test the charts and go see that what I'm saying is like, holy shit, I should have seen this earlier. Like, yo, how many times is your stop loss gonna be hit in an area like this for you to finally understand, yo, I should have taken a trade here, right? Because when I was taking trades, when I was first starting to learn, every time I took a loss, I was like, okay, why did I take this loss? It wasn't, oh, it's because I'm gambling. No, man. Like, go learn something. Go learn something, right? So the fact that price is reacting how it is, the fact that we have an engulfing candle here and price is still just tapping into it, we already know that this 4-hour engulfing candle is very low probability. Very low probability. So again, the only way I'll take a trade on US 30, right, is if we get a change of character and we get the break of structure right after. The fact that price only gave us a change of character, again, this is not a confirmation of, oh, price is turning around, we finally got a lower low. No, this could be the inducement. And we see this being the inducement. We could see it. Everybody who thought that this was going to be lower low, lower high, right? Let's put this in perspective. I feel like I'm going to say this and I feel like a lot of people are just really not going to understand what I'm saying. Right? You had higher high, higher low, higher high, boom, lower low. 90% of traders, they see this. Oh, we went from higher high, boom, to lower low. Right? 99% of traders see this and they believe that price is going to give them the lower high, right? To go back down into a lower low. Right? Hope I didn't miss much. My internet went out. It's all good, Albert. No, there's really nothing. US 30 is the only one that I'm kind of going over. Everything else already hit STP or ADR or is just either consolidating. So there's really no trades for today. I'm just going to go over this real quick and then we'll be done for the day unless anybody else has any other questions. But yeah, there's really nothing for today, right? So all the traders who are seeing this as, oh, this is going to be lower low, lower high, lower low, not taking into consideration that we're in peak high territory, not understanding that we're pretty much in this huge zone of consolidation, right? They're going to take this trade because they're like, oh, this is the breakout of the high, right? This was the inducement, and we're going to go back down to the bottom, right? And okay, cool. You caught the initial trade going back down to the bottom. But if you held this trade, where there was a lot of people who were wanting to swing trade this, right? And they saw, oh, look, we got the inducement of the high and we got a break of the low. We're going to take these trades back down to the bottom, right? It's just going to be a simple, little zone of consolidation here, the break, the retest, we're going to go right back down, right? What happened to those traders who didn't take profit, or what happened to those traders who got in again thinking that price was going to go down? And what did price do? It went right back to the top side and hit their stop loss, right? And you're either back at break even or your stop loss was already hit, right? So understanding these areas in the market, and we've been talking, this is not the first time we talk about this. We talked about this on Sunday, or when we did the session on Saturday. We talked about it on Thursday. We talked about it Friday morning in the live trading session. So this is nothing new. This is nothing out of the ordinary, right? This is not something that we can't see on the charts. No, we see it on the charts, right? But it's about whether or not you're patient enough to not take these trades and just doing exactly what we did today. It took us, what, 18 minutes to go through every single pair and literally say, all right, yo, there's nothing left for us, and be okay with it. I don't have to sit here and chase a trade for what? For what? We already saw what's happening. We already know where we're at. We already know that AU is consolidating. We already know that ACAD is in a little zone of consolidation as well. We already know that EA is consolidating. What are we going to trade? Right? We already know that ECAD is consolidating. EU is consolidating. What are we going to trade? Please explain. GA, we're in peak high territory. GCAD, we're at the higher high. GJ, we're consolidating in the lower time frame on the 30-minute. We're also consolidating on the 4-hour time frame, right? We're also in a zone of consolidation on the daily time frame. So what are we going to trade? What are we going to trade? Our like I said earlier, our hopes and dreams, right? We're going to trade today because we prayed this morning when we woke up. And because we prayed, he got us. He's going to put us in profit. No, man. Right? GU is trading at a higher high going into a higher low. STP was already hit as well, right? US 30, we just talked about it. It's trading on some BS right now, right? USD CAD, we were in a zone of consolidation and price finally pushed up. Already hit STP for the day. What are we going to trade? USD ZAR is just consolidating. Gold, we were in a zone of consolidation. Price went down, hit ADR, is already done for the day. Bitcoin already hit ADR for the day. US oil, lower low, lower high, lower low, hit STP for the day already. And we're stuck in this little zone of consolidation. So again, there's nothing to trade. And once you go through those pairs, once you go through the pairs and you start seeing the charts, and you already know, okay, this is good, this might be good, or this is bad, it allows you to just be so much stress-free when you're trading. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to sit there and double guess yourself. You don't have to do none of that. You already know what's happening. You already know the rules to the market. You already know, okay, I'm in this, I'm not going to trade. This is happening, okay, I might trade. Let's take a look at it. Let's break it down. I see this, oh, this looks really good. I'm going to look at this pair. And that's it. It's really that simple. It took me 20 minutes to go through every single pair and already realize, all right, there's nothing for me today. We'll be back tomorrow. It's all good. I don't have to stress this. There's no stress in trading. There should be no stress in trading. So that's pretty much it, guys. Any questions? Any other pair in specific you want me to look at real quick before we finish for the morning? Let me know. If not, we'll be back again tonight for the isolation session at 7 p.m. Any questions, any entries you guys took, or any pairs that you're still looking at, let me know. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. At 8:24 we'll be out of here. Any questions at all, let me know. Were you ever answer my question for the last isolation session? I don't. What was your question? I'm pretty sure I answered it. Yeah. I don't know. What was your question? Oh, was it the one that you sent me on Discord? Question was a bit all over the place. In the Discord, I got you. Let me see. Euro USD, I marked it as a higher high, then a higher, marked it as higher high, then a higher low, higher high. Price and I break at the point, but since we had a pullback before break, I marked it as higher low, higher high. With last night oscillation, so you marked it all the way up. Alright, so EU on 0612. Okay, you're on the 4-hour time frame. Right, you're on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame. Right, I'm assuming you have this marked up, right? Boom. You're on the 4-hour time frame. Is this a significant pullback on the 4-hour time frame? That's the number one question you have to ask yourself. Every single time you look for a higher high, higher low, right? You have to ask yourself, especially if you're on the 4-hour, is this a significant pullback, right? Or is this just part of the same trend, right? You're on the 4-hour time frame, so the answer is this is not a significant pull. Number one is not a significant pullback. Number two, you never got a clean break. This was the inducement candles. Now, yes, let me go back and re-say this. You know what? I'm not gonna confuse you. Scratch what I just said. I'm not gonna confuse you because I feel like that's really confusing to everybody when I say this, which is not a valid break or it's a valid break. What's good, Booba? So just scratch that. What I'm gonna say is not a significant pullback. All of this is part of the same trend, especially on the 4-hour time frame. Right? This higher high, higher low that you see here is 30-minute structure, and you can see that. Right? Lower low, lower low, boom. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Right? We even have 30-minute higher high, higher low, higher high. But on the 4-hour time frame, all of this is part of the same structure. Right? This pullback here that you think was a pullback, it's not a significant pullback on the 4-hour time frame. Right? This pullback that you see here is 30-minute structure, which if we go back to the 30-minute, you'll see that. Right? It's just 30-minute structure. Right? Which is where price was giving us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low to continue. But on the 4-hour time frame, once again, this is not a significant pullback. So that's why on the 4-hour time frame, we wouldn't say that this is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All of this is part of the same structure. Let me know if that made sense. Let me know if there's any other questions on that. Again, if not, then that's pretty much it, man. Ain't shit to trade for today. It makes sense? Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, it's like the same thing here, right? It's the same reason why we wouldn't mark this on the 4-hour time frame. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right? All of this on the 4-hour time frame is the same trend. Right? This what you see here, this higher low, higher high on the 4-hour time frame, that's 30-minute structure. Right? To then continue. Yo, what JumpeR just told me? Yo, that's crazy work. Oh man, I'd be the first person canceled, bro. I swear to God. It's a good thing that no one could cancel me from trading. Yo, we here for the vibes, man. We're here for the vibes. Seems like there's no more questions in the chat, man. Any questions? Again, going once, going twice. Any questions? Any specific pairs you guys want me to go over? Let me know, man. I'll give you guys another few minutes. Anything at all you guys want me to talk about? Anything you want me to explain? Hey, man, why are you not trading today? I'll give you the answer. If you have a change of character and price breaks above in the change, do you have to move the zone rectangle? Yes. You move the rectangle every time there's a break. So for example, if price making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? You know that you have the box from here to here, right? If price goes up, right, and gives you what were you saying? A change of character, right? So if we continue, right, then we make another boom, higher high, right? We know that price is going to be, we move the box now from here to wherever this higher high is, right? And then if price goes down, it gives you a change of character, right? And it goes down, boom, change of character. We know now, lower low, lower high, our box is from here to here. Let me know if that made sense. Right, so if you have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price goes down and gives you a change of character, lower low, you know that you're now trading between this high and this low. Right, and the same thing, if price then goes down and gives you a break of structure, lower low, lower high, then you know that you're trading between this high and this low. And then if price decides to go back up, right, and it gives you another change of character, higher high, then you know now that you're trading between this low, right, and this high up here. If it's an inducement, same thing. If it's an inducement, the same thing. The only time you wouldn't see me mark it up, for example, on the daily time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, especially on US 30. That question really also depends on what pair you're looking at. If it's a really big pair, like a pair that has a lot of volume, like GJ, US 30, like gold, US oil, Bitcoin, you wouldn't see me switch up the box just yet, right? Because we're looking for those breaks above the zone. If price gives you the inducement, right, and then like let's say the daily or the 4-hour time frame where we're trading higher high, higher low, inducement higher high, the only time you would see me switching over the box, it's if price would give you that break below. But the fact that we're not trading higher high, higher high, lower low, right? This is the reason why I'm not switching this box over, right? But again, if price is giving you higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then it gives you an inducement of the low, right? I'm still gonna switch the box over. Because even though price gave you the inducement, right, which now we know that we're trading between this high and this low, what do we know that price could do after the inducement? It could tap back into the zone, and it could do something like this, right, to then continue that trend back to the top side. So yes, you want to switch over that box so you know exactly what areas you're trading in and what areas you're going to see price tap back into to then continue back to the top side, or vice versa, right? If you're making lower lows and lower highs, it's the same thing, just obviously inverted. Thank you. No problem, Albert. Alright, guys. Seems like you guys are good. No other questions in the chat. I'll give you guys another minute or two. Any questions at all, let me know. If not, we'll be done for the morning and we'll be back tonight for the isolation session, and then we'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session. It feels like the more you stay behind the charts, the more you see. Absolutely. That's what the chart vision is. The more you see it, the more you're on it, the more you see it. Alright, sorry, I said that backwards. The more that you're on the charts, the more you do back testing, the more that you get comfortable with it, the more you get to see. And that really is just the chart vision. Break down all the pairs real quick again? Nah, you're tripping. I already did it. You can watch the recording. Everything is consolidating, brother. Look, AU consolidating, ACAD at a higher high, EA consolidating, ECAD consolidating, EU consolidating, GA we're in peak high territory, GCAD we're at a higher high, GJ we're in a zone of consolidation on every single time frame. We're in a zone of consolidation on the 30, zone of consolidation on the 4-hour, and zone of consolidation on the daily. GU we're at a higher high. NU we're consolidating. US 30 we're doing whatever the hell this is. USD CAD already hit STP for the day. USD ZAR is consolidating. Gold is whatever the hell is doing here, already hit ADR for the day. Bitcoin already hit ADR for the day. Oil is hit STP for the day, and that's it. He said break down all the pairs again. The fuck? This guy's tripping out. And Boo over here just laughing and shit. Like, what the hell? What you should do is connect your damn PC so we could play some COD. Tesla and Apple? I would check if your butt's consolidating. Alright. Man, what do you want me to say about Tesla, bro? We're back at the top of the zone of consolidation. Price gave us a change, never gave us the break. We're trapped between these highs and these lows. Price came up, right? It left a gap at the top of the market. And at this point on the 1 minute, we're looking to see if price wants to give us a change of character, break of structure, or if it wants to just continue this bullshit that we're doing. Lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character to the top side, change of character to the bottom side, and we still got that gap at the top of the market. So we'll wait it out. We can already see the pre-market is opening at 335, so ADR for the day has already been hit for Tesla. And then for Apple, pre-market is still good. We had a day of rise. We had a break of the zone of consolidation that we were in. Right, we're still priced lower low, lower high. They gave us a higher high. We're back on an uptrend on Apple, where price is just giving us higher high, higher low, higher high. Gave us this higher low on the push to the top side. Gave us a zone of consolidation. Very similar. Apple looks very similar to the JPY pairs. On the push to the higher high, it gave us a zone of consolidation, or it gave us a break above. So we'd like to see some sort of pullback on Apple, especially with these gaps at the bottom of the market. So a pullback looks like it's imminent to happen. We just have to wait it out. Stop neglecting them, bro. They're ugly, man. Like, this shit's gonna give you, this is literally gonna give you an entry once, maybe once a week, if that. Like, this shit really doesn't, it prints, yeah, absolutely, when you take the trade and you finally catch one trade. But trust me, this shit's not gonna be giving you entries the way that these other pairs are gonna give you entries. It might give you an entry a week, if that. But for the most part, you're not going to be catching this shit. Especially not when the market opens. When it comes to company stocks, when it comes to options, this is really one thing that you could follow those rules and it's going to be the best. Where again, you already know when the market opens, from Sunday going into Monday, like the start of the week, which is Monday at 9 a.m., you know the market is going to open with a fat ass gap. So you already know that trading on a Monday, especially again options, is not good. It makes no sense. Again, this shit is opening already. It's showing you it's opening with 29. It's opening up with a 7 point gap. Well, in Forex terms, it's 70 pips, right? It's opening with a 70 pip gap. You already know this shit's not gonna be. There's nothing to trade, man. There's nothing to trade. Again, it's gonna give you an entry, absolutely. It's gonna give you an entry. It's just it might give you an entry once, maybe twice a week, maybe twice a week. So there's really nothing missing on this shit, especially not on a Monday. I'm not too worried about it. Not worried about it at all. Alright, guys. Any other questions? Once a week would be nice for me. Yeah, every single pair, right? Like everybody's able to catch at least. Yo, Kendall just texted me. Check the mirror. I see a patch or two last time you were streaming. Yeah, it's called old age. Um, obviously there'll be weeks, right, where you won't see anything. But again, is the biggest reason why I posted that trading journal, right? And again, we don't have to go so far out to see what other people are doing. You go to any social media page and you see these guys who take trades. One person I'm really happy for, and somebody who's finally starting to see that is Don Vo. He used to take trades every single day, no matter what, and he's posting, oh, lost 1% today, won 0.5 today, won 1%, lost 2%. And it's like, brother, you're going back and forth, trying to take a trade every single day. When you know, right, or supposed to know, a seasoned trader, a person who's been doing it already for years, right? At one point, it has to click to you to understand that not every single day is a trading day. Not every single day is there going to be a setup for you. And again, I say this almost every single stream is nothing new. Like, I guarantee you, if we go over the charts and we look at every single trade that you took every single day, I could guarantee you that you're not following your own rules. If you're a trader that thinks that you could catch a trade every single day, and obviously you can't because you're taking losses every single day, right? I guarantee you that your entry criteria is not popping in the charts every single day, right? And the one person that's realizing that is Don Vo, and he's doing a really good job at realizing that. He finally has days where he doesn't take trades. And he says it, not forcing anything today, taking a step back. That's good. That's exactly how you should go into the charts, right? And again, that's the biggest reason why I posted and you guys have my trading journal. It's so you guys could really see, like, yo, if there's no trades, there's no trades. I can't force it, right? Of course, taking a trade every single day would be I would fucking love for the market to print entries every single day. But we know that that's not the case. We know that's not going to happen. The market makers have to make money, right? 90% of the time, you have to understand, like, you're not just looking at the market. Once you figure out that you're playing against somebody else in the market, it goes from wanting to take trades every day to, okay, how can I beat the market maker today? And that all comes with understanding the moves that the market makers have. And that's what we go over every single day. Like, understanding that this entire zone here is just manipulation. Why is it just manipulation? The traders who trade breakout trades, right? The traders who trade breakout trades. How many traders you think took this L? How many traders you think took this loss? And it wasn't just a small loss. No, it's like, yo, if you got in here thinking, oh my god, that red candle came down, retested the zone perfectly, it gave you an exhaustion candle, I'm getting in, going long. You went straight to stop loss. It wasn't even like, you see what I'm saying? It's like understanding that you're in a zone where the market makers are just trapping everybody, you avoided getting into this trade. If you're a breakout trader and you lost this trade and now you're revenge trading because you just got a fat loss, oh, we broke the bottom, we have a nice retest, look at this, exhaustion candles, and price started making lower lows and lower high. How many traders you think took these trades here to go back down to the bottom? And what happened? Straight to stop loss again, right? It's again, like, this isn't something that we're talking about in hindsight. We talked about this all week last week. We talked about this all week last week, and it's just understanding the fact that before this printed, what did price do? It gave you the inducements of the highs. It gave you a change of character, right? Like, we already know after the change of character, what is the market maker gonna do? Is going to trap traders. Is nothing new. Like, this isn't just one pair. Let's go look at it on GU. Let's go look at it in GU. Fuck. What day was it on GU? That price. Oh, over here. Right? After the change of character, what is price going to do? Right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Boom, higher high, change of character. What is price gonna do? It's gonna consolidate. Until what? Until it gives you a valid break of structure to then continue. Right? We go look at AU. What did AU do? It gave you a change of character. After the change of character, what did it do? It consolidated. Right? Until when? Until it gave you a valid break. It gave you the retest to then go. Right? If you look at EU, it's the same thing. After the change of character, what is price gonna do? It's gonna consolidate. Until what? Until it gives you the valid break to give you the pushback. Right? So again, it's not nothing new. We already know the behaviors of the market makers. We already know what's gonna happen after a change of character. Price is gonna induce traders. All the traders who thought that this was gonna be a simple lower low, lower high going into a lower low, you're trapped into these trades. Beat the market maker straight to stop loss, exactly. Beat the market maker gonna be my license plate. Shout out Steve Morrow, man. So again, it's already understanding, like, this is nothing new. Like, we already know this is gonna happen, and this is why you guys always see me saying, cool, we have a change of character. I'm not taking a trade. I'm good off a change of character. Price could fucking just trap you here for the next couple days, the next couple weeks, the next couple months. We've seen that happen. What am I looking for? As soon as we get the break of structure, I'll get into the trade again. No doubt. But after the change of character, we just have to sit on our hands. Go look at another pair. You still have a lot of time to go. And this is the reason why. Like, I'm not going to sit here to have a headache to think that, oh, we're in a zone of consolidation. We got a break. I'm going to look for a trade now. Like, no, this is why breakout traders, this, you know, again, I say this every single stream. A trader could teach you trading styles. And yes, a breakout trade, the breakout trading style is perfect. But if you do not align the breakout trades with market structure, you're going to lose 90% of the time. You're going to lose 90% of the time. That's just, it is what it is. And the proof is here. It's not like, again, it's not like that's my opinion. It's not like I'm making these numbers up. Go back test. I already did my back test. I've done my back testing with every single strategy there is to be able to do these sessions for you guys. Gotta understand, like, I know the rules of the book. I know the trading styles that you guys do, and I do that on purpose. Because how many people do I do one-on-one sessions with? Right? Out of those people who do one-on-one sessions, what strategy do they use? So in order for me to be able to give you guys the best out of the best situations and the best examples, I need to know what it is that you guys are trading. So I took the time out of my day to learn all of these fucking trading styles so I could give you guys the examples. And again, that's not me saying that your trading doesn't work. No, it works. If you're a breakout trader, smart money concepts, smart Raja concepts, ICT, order blocks, trend lines, they work. They work. I'm not going to say that they don't work. Right? Fibonacci retracements, right? EMAs, they work. Every entry criteria in the book works. Every entry criteria works. But what's the difference? All of these people who are teaching you how to enter a trade, they're not teaching you market structure. So again, I could teach you what a double bottom looks like. I could teach you what a double bottom looks like, and I could tell you that, oh, when it breaks the neckline, you get in on the retest. Correct. Yes, that is correct. However, how are you taking a double bottom? Right? How are you taking a double bottom when price is making lower lows and lower highs? How? If a double bottom prints at a lower high, you know that you're going to go straight to stop loss. Same thing with a double top. If a double top prints at a lower low, you think price is going to give you lower low, lower low, lower low, low, or do you think price is going to print a double top to then go from a lower low into a lower high, hit your stop loss, and then go into profit? So is what I'm saying. Like, again, these strategies in the market work. Every strategy in the market works. It's all about market structure. If you do not know market structure, you're done. Like there's nothing more that we could go over there. Market structure is what you have to know. So, I hope that made sense, man. I did a lot of talking here, but I hope that makes sense. Um, does anyone know how Steve Morrow looks like? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't think I've seen him. I probably have in in one of the town hall meetings that he did, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. Man, I ate like a fucking pig yesterday, let me tell you. I woke up at like 2, 3 in the morning. I had a crazy stomach ache. I was like, oh man. Let me take a sip of my Diet Coke. Fucking Steve, man. Everybody's first day of school is today, bro. I don't miss this. See you during the isolation session? Alright, my brother. I'll see you later. Any other questions, guys? Anything else? Going once, going twice. I'll give you guys till 9 a.m. 5 minutes. Any questions? Anything you want me to talk about? Any examples? Any other pairs you want me to go over real quick? Let me know. If not, we'll be done for the day and we'll be back again tomorrow or tonight. Tonight for the isolation session. Any questions at all? Anything at all? Anything at all? Any pairs? Anything that I talked about that didn't make sense to anybody? Let me know. Yo, is the Battlefield beta over? I want to play that shit. Oh, I think they closed the Battlefield beta. No, turn it back on, please. Yeah, they turned it off already. They turned it back on Thursday the 14th. So looks like I'll be sitting in front of my computer for the next 3 days. Alright, since there's no more questions in the chat, guys, we'll be out of here. We'll be back again tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the isolation session. We'll see if anything changes. We'll get our charts ready for tomorrow morning, and then we'll go on from there, guys. Peace out. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day. See you later. Later.